Today, we are going to present our VR escape room game, Unjust. Let's begin with our design considerations. Our game design concept is based on a shocking, real criminal case in Taiwan. A junior high school student brutally cut his classmate's throat with a box cutter, simply because he was told not to damage public property. After the murder, the killer showed zero remorse and remained arrogant. Shockingly, Taiwan's legal system heavily shields juvenile criminals. Despite a 12-year sentence, the perpetrator could be paroled after just 1 year. Even worse, 3 years after serving the sentence, juvenile criminal records are completely wiped out, as if the crime never happened. To raise public awareness to the juvenile justice system, we create this game based on this tragedy. This is a first-person escape room game. The player takes on the perspective of the victim. The escape room symbolizes the victim's psychological prison, trapped forever within this room due to severe PTSD, unable to move on from the trauma. The game progresses through 4 distinct rooms, each exposing a layer of systemic injustice. Room 1. The crime scene classroom. Players experience the haunting atmosphere of the scene through a first-person point of view. Room 2 is the media corridor. Lined with endless TV screens blasting non-stop news of the murder, players must find a way to shut down all the TVs to escape the room. Room 3 is the courtroom. At the center of the courtroom stands a massive scale, which is heavily tilted to the side of human rights of the killers. Players must try to balance the scale between the victim's right and the killer's right to escape the room. This game is more than just an escape room. Through this immersive PTSD metaphor, we want to challenge players to confront the deep pain of secondary trauma. Now, let's look at the spatial layout of these 4 conceptual spaces. Moving on to the floor plan. As you can see from the overall layout, the game is structured linearly, representing a chronological journey through the victim's trauma. In Room 1, we use a regular classroom to let players feel more immersive. Room 2, the media corridor, is designed with narrow walls to create a feeling of entrapment and sensory overload. In contrast, the courtroom in Room 3 expands into a large space, giving players a feeling of unquestionable and majesty of the law. Finally, Room 4 brings the player back to a familiar space, with the ordinary furniture and decorations. And that's all about our project. Thank you for listening.